Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different to all my, let's say, normal videos. I don't know if you would call my videos normal, but you know, I'm going to call them normal, okay? Let me just call my videos normal for this minute. Anyway, as you may see on my screen, on the recording, sorry, is a lovely picture. It's called DOJ RP. That's the discussion today. So I was going to sit here and write down on my notes everything I was going to say. I was actually going to post on my DOJ RP Instagram that I made when I was in DOJ, that I still run, but obviously I'm no longer a part of DOJ, so obviously that's the reason to why I changed the name on it and put that it now says ex-DOJ member instead of my name, my rank and stuff like that it used to have inside of it. But anyway, push that all aside. I was with some members of the DOJ community. So I was in DOJ, let's start from the beginning. So I was in DOJ for near enough coming on to a year in April. So I joined in April 2018, I think, or 2019. I think I was in there for a year, I'm pretty sure. I couldn't remember when I joined, and I can't check because they banned me from the website. But after, obviously, I was with the DOJ members, previous DOJ members now, because they were also banned. One of them got banned for reasons that are different to myself and Tyler, which is a DOJ member, ex-DOJ member, sorry. So we got banned for kind of the same reason. So we were actually in a DOJ server, playing, doing a scene, and I brought up a topic to him about the director of the server, which is Polecat324. And it was about Twitter, and did he see what was going on? He said he didn't, so he was looking, and then he told me that it was really interesting, the tweets that were made between Sosa and him, Sosa Vinci, who used to be a DOJ member. So we then left the server, we went on a DOJ asset, and we went and spoke with the guy that was making the tweets, to find out what was going on and stuff like that, to get a bit more of an insight really into the whole situation. So Sosa was actually live on Twitch at the time, and myself, Tyler, and Alpha 9G were talking with Sosa about Polecat and what was going on, and stuff like that. So from then on, obviously, a few things were said on the stream that people didn't like, such as obviously Polecat. Myself and Tyler were banned per HA. So that basically means that a head administrator of DOJ told someone, or basically banned us per them, which means that you can't appeal that ban, because HA bans are basically when a head administrator bans you, it's not appealable basically. You're not allowed to appeal them because you've been basically community terminated for a reason that HA finds fit, and at any time they can just ban you and they're non-appealable. So a lot of stuff went on the stream that obviously people didn't really like, and it was more directed at Polecat himself, and what was going on with Polecat. Obviously I'm not gonna sit here on a recording or release on YouTube exactly all of the details, because there's a lot of fine print that there's not to the story, which is why I can't really talk on the subject, because I don't know all the facts, and I don't have the proof to provide. So I'm not going to tell people exactly my side of the story, and I never really spoke on my side of the story on the stream anyway, because I didn't know any side of the story anyway, so I wouldn't talk on the matter. But my DOJ experience personally, so this is my personal opinion. So when I joined, I was a communications operator. So I was a dispatcher for DOJ. I become the rank of Operator 2, transferred to BCSO, went back down to Pro B, because that's what happens when you transfer. And then I transferred again to SAHP, where I lateral transferred, which means that basically you can transfer into a rank instead of going down to Pro B. Putting it in basic terms, so I transferred to TFC, Trooper First Class, joined BACO, which is Bureau Air and Coastal Operations, and then I was in HP for, like, I'd say a few months, and then I transferred from HP into civilian, and then I was put back down to Pro B. So I was a Pro B Civ. I made it up to Civ 3. And I was an auxiliary trooper still. So I was still a BACO member. I was a auxiliary trooper, which means that I could still patrol as SAHP. And I was a civilian, 3. That's where I made it up to eventually. Obviously, you gotta go through all the promotions. The promotional months, which is every month they do a promotion. So obviously you have to get advanced cat trained, which is civilian advanced training. You got to complete that. You got to be obviously trained first, and then complete the cat to get promoted to Civ 2, which is then where you can do your 1070s, and then obviously Civ 3 you can do 1080s and stuff. Or is that Civ 2? Oh yeah, no, Civ 1 you do 1070 in. And then Civ 2, you can 1070, 1080, and then Civ 3, you can 1070, 1080. And you get a few more little perks on, like, your vehicles and stuff, like, such as race transmission, suspension, like, all the way, race brakes. Basically, you don't get engine, turbo, and all that. That's for Senior Civ, which is EMS and turbo. But everything else you can really do to your car Civ 3. So pretty much it was a good enough rank. But at Civ 3 it was kind of hard getting through it, because people think like, oh, that's 3 months, that's nothing. Like, I can get promoted to Civ 3 in 3 months. The thing is, with DOJ, they run on 1090s and 1093s, which means that if you receive a 1090 or a 1093 within 1 month, you will be, so a 1090 would hold a promotional 1 month non-promote. So if you receive a 1090, you won't get promoted the month that promotions that happen, and you are restricted to Pro B Civ contact for 7 days. And then 1093 is when you get 14-day Civ 1, Pro B Civ contact and stuff like that. So what was happening to me nearer to the time, I felt like personally the DOJ staff just target members just for their own fun, and obviously, you know, you can go ahead and submit reports and complaints and all that, and they say that they'll go and look into it, but it never happens. Multiple members have reported that they've been targeted, and no DOJ staff member or administration member has even looked at that complaint. So at the end of the day, it's just pointless. But for me, I was 1090'd, I was 1093'd, I was 1090'd, so I got like written docs as well, is a thing that you can get in DOJ, which is basically them just telling you that you got a written doc. It's like a slap of the hand and don't do it again. You just don't get patrol restricted or anything. So I received a 1090 one day, but I received like 3 1093s within my time in civilian. One 1093, and I was banned from all DOJ assets for 3 days. And the reason they banned me for 3 days was because they told me that apparently I joined the server when I was still patrol suspended. When you receive a 1093, you can't patrol in any patrol server for 24 hours. And to my knowledge, they banned me for 3 days, so that would be up. But apparently it still continues after the 3-day ban. So, and I had a staff member, when I messaged them when I came back, I messaged a staff member asking them, and they said, no, it should be up now. So I got one staff member telling me something, and then I've got an administrator telling me something different. So anyway, he just pulls me to the staff room and basically just tells me that he's going to ban me from the TeamSpeak and suspend my account for 3 days on all the other things like the Discords, the website. So I can't basically do anything. I can't talk to any members. I can't talk to any staff members. I could message them on the website like staff and stuff, but other than that you can't really do anything. You just you're basically just banned. You don't see anything. But yeah, a lot of that stuff, obviously you guys that aren't DOJ members, you don't get to see that side of DOJ, because DOJ will never show you that side of their server, because they know that it will negatively affect them as a community. But at the end of the day, if they know it's going to negatively affect them, then why are they allowing it to carry on, and why are the head administrators not doing anything about it? Well, the reason the head administrators basically don't do anything about it is because one of them is Polecat, which is a YouTuber and has a big fan base, and he just finds himself too high and posh to be talking to members of his own community, which is quite funny. The only time that he would do it is when a community meeting would happen. I think I only saw one that he attended. So, you know, so much for a community meeting that they can't even get a head administrator to join. And then obviously you've got Ghost. He's quite nice. I've spoke to Ghost on a few occasions in server and stuff. I've done some RP scenes with Ghost. But yeah, Ghost does some shit that isn't really legit and you wouldn't really see in a roleplay server. But you know, that's just my take on it. But if you like getting blown up, then obviously I guess DOJ's the place for you. So let's say the thing is, I was in DOJ for a while. So nearer to the time when I actually got banned from DOJ, DOJ started going downhill anyway. So there was something that was going on because we lost Baker, who used to be the DOJ RP community coordinator. We lost a lot of the administration staff, senior staff, SIT members. DOJ just drastically took a fall. Somewhere between, like, I don't know, it wasn't long after Christmas, to be honest, that DOJ just started to fall to the ground. And yeah, I was just thinking that maybe they went to a different server, but I guess when you're out of DOJ, you can actually see the bigger picture of what happened, what actually goes on. When you're inside a DOJ, like, people always think on the outside, they think, oh, DOJ is this great big server, lots of stuff to do. So DOJ has its good points. It's active. They have an RP session 24/7 nearly if the servers ain't down. But the problem is with the DOJ servers is that they are a pile of shit. You have to literally turn down all your FiveM settings because they can't get a good host because they don't want to spend the money, I guess. But yeah, DOJ has a lot of things that is good to it. Like, people that watch the streams that media members do, you see them, like, radio that they have, that's just done by devs. It's not that hard to do. Like, any community can get it. The problem is, DOJ is such a big community that that's why they were implementing these things. And it will still be around, but I don't know how much longer DOJ's got until it's going to fall to the ground. But obviously, you know, my personal opinion is it falls to the ground quicker the sooner. Quicker the better, sooner. I don't know. I think I messed that one up. I might edit that bit out. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my take on this video. I'm no longer a DOJ member. I am a free man, so let's see what my future endeavours. But yeah, I highly recommend that you do not join DOJ. Also, they have upped the age limit to now 18. I am wondering why that is, but you know, questions like that don't get answered. But anyway, guys, you have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever it may be. Peace.